Welcome to Stonk Insights, Stock Crypto Analysis Discovery. Let's go. So in this video, we're going to be talking about Meerkat Finance. I haven't talked about it, and I feel egregious for not talking about it, as it is one of the bigger dexes on the CRONOS chain. I think I just got caught up in talking about DeFi, which I'm still in. I'm still all about. I still believe that it is going to be the pancake swap of the CRONOS chain. But I got to be honest with myself. Meerkat Finance is doing amazing things. They are, at this point in time, in my opinion, the #1 DEX on the CRONOS chain, and I got to give them the props for that. They built up a great market cap in a short amount of time. So we look at the volume here to the right here. You see the 5-minute volume, 13K. 1 hour, almost $1 million in 1 hour. But the last 6 hours, 2.8 million. In the last 24 hours, they've done $10 million of volume. They are really stepping it up. They are really in the forefront on the CRONOS chain. And like I said, in my opinion, right now as it stands, they are the #1 DEX on CRONOS chain. So we're looking here. This is the last 20 or so days on MMF. I noticed it, I was very interested in it at the beginning of January. You see it was around 22 to 23 cents. I remember seeing it, in that area. They've had, an amazing run up. They made it to an all-time high of 92 cents. I'm not going to say that. Is that the all-time? No, at the beginning, I guess it went a little bit higher, but you see this 92 cents, that was huge for them, it was a big deal. So yeah, we're going to take a look at them. We're going to take a look at the ecosystem. This is going to be a longer than usual video. We're not going to get a real deep dive into them because there's just so many facets to MMF. But we're going to take a look at the DEX they have, their yield optimizer, their NFTs that they have, and the Launchpad, which is going to lead into another project that's due to launch tomorrow. Okay, and we're going to be talking about that as well. So we're going to start here. This is their Twitter page here. You see they have almost 40,000 followers, so they have a big following in such a small amount of time. They joined in November 2021, and we're just going to go through step by step here. Okay, we're not going to really go into this algorithmic stable coins. We're going to look at that when we look at the Launchpads. That itself can be a whole video. Okay, the algorithmic stable coin Savannah, similar to MMFinance, which is on a Phantom blockchain, which is one of the biggest dApps out there, being MMFinance. And there's a lot of clones that's out here, and Savannah is one of them. So we're gonna, we're not gonna get really deep into it. But if you want me to do a deep dive to Savannah Finance, leave a comment in the description down below. I was in MMFinance, so I can give you my do's and don'ts for a MMFinance fork if it's following the same principles as MMFinance. But it's not going to be in this video because, like I said, that would make this video maybe an hour long if I got into that. So if you really want me to do so, just leave a comment in the comments down below, and I'll take a deep dive for you guys. I don't mind doing that. But let's just start with their automatic market maker, or the decentralized exchange. And this is just a quick look at that. We're going to be coming back here, so we can take a look at the Launchpad here. We see total value blocked $370 million, circulating market cap $65 million, circulating supply of 110 million for the MMF token, and there's been 8.3 million MMF burnt through the Launchpad, which is awesome. And just look down here how they explain themselves. MMFinance has the most complete and holistic ecosystem on a CRONOS chain with this AMM index, yield optimizer, and NFT. So again, that was a real quick look at their AMM index. We're going to look at their yield optimizer now. So this is the MMO, the Meerkat optimizer. Okay, so this is the vault. This vault, you can stake certain assets and get a hyper compounded return in return. The only thing you have to mine is the performance fees. So this is not just for MMF or MMO, but for all vaults, they have some type of fee that's allowing them to do the auto compounding and auto staking. Okay, so you have to mine that performance fees whenever you get into this just so you're understanding, what you're getting into, so you understand what's going out of your wallet and what's supposed to be coming into your wallet. As we look over here in this far right corner, I mean, it's just crazy amount of money that's locked up already. Only being since November that this has been out, so they've been really pushing themselves out there, and congratulations to them for that. So next we're going to look at the Meerkat NFTs. So the Meerkat NFTs, okay, you see here you can either buy the Genesis or you can buy the Crow version of it. It just basically means that this was taken from the Ethereum side of things. We've already talked about this with Ethereum Classic. Probably not a lot of you guys watch those videos, but the most popular NFT projects on Ethereum, they're going to every other blockchain. They're going to Algorand, they're going to Solana, they're going to Avalanche, they're coming to Crow. So Meerkat is one of those very special NFT projects, as we see here, that came to Crow. And that's what they explain down here. And I love that, they're open about, saying that, it came from the Ethereum blockchain. It's not like anyone can't go out and find this out, but I just like that, they're saying it without you having to go figure it out. So by immortalizing 777 of these adventurous and undaunting creators on the Ethereum blockchain, okay, just something to just keep in mind. All right, and then like I said, they have their algorithmic stablecoin, which is MM.Finance. So we're not going to go too deep into that right now. This is my third time saying it. If you want me to do a deep dive into Savannah, I need at least 5 comments in the comments down below, because I know for a fact that this can be wrecking some people if you're not understanding the mechanics of the 3 coins. It's just not one coin. You're going to have a Savannah coin, you're going to have some type of shared coin, you're going to have some type of bond. Okay, without me going to Savannah, I know this right off the bat. So what we're going to take a look at is, we're clicked here into the Launchpads here. So we're just going to quickly go through all these Launchpads that already happened. We've already kind of went through MMO, okay, which is a yield optimizer. So they're a state-of-the-art aggregator and optimizer in the CRONOS chain. Next, we're going to go to MM.Finance. So how they explain themselves, they're algorithmic money market and liquidity staking protocol on the CRONOS chain. Basically, they're just like Tectonic Finance, which I talk about a lot. They're a money market. You get to provide your assets to them, and in return for providing your assets and making their money market liquid, you'll get some type of reward token. Now, like I said, I haven't looked at MM.Finance, but just looking at the description, I'm understanding what this is. If you know what Tectonic is, you will kind of have an idea of what MM.Finance is. Okay, next we're going to Croissant Games. So how they explain themselves, they're unlike traditional games that operate in black boxes. Croissant Games runs on smart contracts that are fair, transparent, non-custodian, and immutable. All that is basically saying that, I guess with these type of games that can't be changed once a bet or certain parameters are met. All right, next we're looking at Crow Predict. Like I said, I haven't looked into any of these protocols, and I want to say over the overarching theme of my channel, I've never taken any money or any funds from anything that I've ever talked about on my channel. Everything that I do on this channel is all from me just wanting to make these videos, so no one has ever actually gave me funds. I've been offered funds, but I don't make videos based off if I'm getting funded or not. This is just me going into these projects and doing a deep dive for you guys. But anywho, Crow Predict. Crow Predict is a prediction market maker GameFi on the CRONOS chains. It's play to earn, predict to earn GameFi. So I can't really give you equivalent of this. I know that PancakeSwap had something similar where you could predict or where you think the price of BNB was going to be in the next 5 minutes or so. And the closest prediction, they won the PancakeSwap token. I'm not saying that that's what this is. It could possibly be. And again, if you want me to do a deeper dive into this, leave it in the comments down below, and I will look into Crow Predict for you. All right, Savannah Finance, algorithmic stablecoin platform with the Savannah token is pegged to 1 MMF. So, MMF is doing this, okay? So what Savannah Finance is doing with their Savannah token, they're trying to peg it to MMF token to be a pegged asset to the MMF token, okay? So they continue on with their aim at creating a high yield, safe farming environment whilst ensuring high liquidity for both MMF and Savannah at the same time. I would just say, do your own research, do research on the Toon Finance token to see what are the benefits of everything, the benefits and the downsides of everything, this peg to the MMF token. What does that mean? That means there's an equilibrium. There's a point where you can be above peg, and there's a point where you can be below peg. In all three scenarios, there are specific things that you can do to maximize your yield. And like I guess this is the fourth time that I'm saying, leave a comment down in the comments down below, and I will take a deeper dive into Savannah. And I'm focusing on Savannah just because of everything that I went over so far. This is going to be the most difficult to understand. It's going to have the more components to it for you to actually become profitable. All right, and then this last one here, and this is all the finished. We're going to go through the latest in a second here, but GambleFi. GambleFi is the first rebase DAO feature featuring a zero loss betting system where all users have no risk of losing their capital while helping the exponential growth of the treasury. I really don't know any equivalents to this. This sounds interesting, just to be honest with you. Zero loss betting system. Hopefully we don't have any gambling addicts rush into this, but it does sound interesting, just from reading this blurb right here. And all these that we just went over, we just went over a little blurb with all of them, but with these 6 tokens here, they've already been launched. We've already had a pretty good launch, and now they're just moving towards more adoption. Okay, so that brings us to the latest section here, and we're going to be talking about Agora. Okay, so Agora NFT marketplace is the first of its kind to distribute 100% of its profits back to the token holders. So this is very interesting. We're going to go take a deeper dive into this, but just continue on here. Agora was also used for voting in the DAGO, which I guess is their decentralized autonomous organization for Agora. All the treasury and the development will decide through the DAGO, the decentralized governance system for Agora. You see here they got about 13 hours and 16 minutes left before this goes live. This is a Launchpad, so you do have the ability to get in before this actually launches. You just got to come over here to MMF and just follow their protocol so you can get within this, so you can get this price per algo at 10 cents per algo. I keep saying algo, Agora. Agora is the token name. All right, and this is just a Medium article regarding. So this is the 7th Launchpad for Meerkat Finance. This is the first NFT marketplace with 100% profits redistributed to token holders. So Agora was launched in December 2021. Was able to support the growth of the NFT community in the CRONOS space. And tomorrow is the launch of their Agora token through this Launchpad through MMF, and it just explains how it's going to work. Okay, so the Agora will collect a basic sales fee of 2.5% on all NFT sales. All the fees collected from these fees are consolidated at the end of each recurring 15,000 CRONOS block period, which is basically a 24-hour period, then distributed back to the Agora stakers in a linear format through the next 24 hours. Okay, and that's what it's kind of showing here in this graphic. You got 24 hours to collect the fees. You got 24 hours to distribute the fees. So I'm guessing during this 24-hour distributing the fees to the stakers, there's also collecting the fees during that time frame. But this is the biggest key point. 100% of fees are going to stakers, and it goes over what we already talked about. The second thing that you're able to do is you'll have some voting rights in their decentralized autonomous organization. This is a little bit deeper dive with Agora. So Agora is already out. Okay, they're just releasing a token the Agora token. So the marketplace is already out, okay? So Agora puts the user experience on top of its priority. Anyone can mint and trade NFTs at blazing speed and take advantage of many features. So I'm going to go over those features real quick. You got a fixed 2 CRO minting fee, no trade limits for anyone. You got a low transaction fee, okay? And the speeds are thanks to CRONOS and Arbitrum, which is another blockchain. You have royalty integration, so you can get royalties for your NFTs on a certain schedule or forever basis. I think that's awesome. You can set up a profile, you can set up auctions, you can set up offers, and a collection of NFT creation without any programming knowledge. So it's open to everyone, you know. You don't have to be an NFT expert, you don't have to be a programming expert to be able to take part in Agora. And we're going to take a quick look at, like I said, they've already got a NFT marketplace up. So we're just going to take a look at, you know, what they got. Let's look through collection real quick. Okay, so we can see these collections here. One thing I like to see is they have these blue check marks by it, so you know that if you go to one of these with a blue check mark by it, you're getting a verified contract. I see so many times on so many NFT marketplaces that, you know, someone will copy and paste the JPEG image. I don't know how people buy those unverified contracts, but I just think that this makes it a lot easier because you can actually see the actual check mark here. So what we're going to do, we click into explore. We're just going to try to see if we can see, you know, the difference. Okay, so all of these, you know, check mark. I see one without a check mark so far, but a ridiculous price. Okay, so this one doesn't have a check mark on it. Okay, this is an unverified one that I just clicked on. We see it has a $13 million price tag on this NFT right here. It may sell, you know, they may think that this unverified NFT is worth $13 million. It's not up to me to decide, it's up to the buyer to decide. That's what I like about these decentralized applications. You're not placing blame on anyone else. You know, if you are legit, then you're legit. If you're not legit, then you're not legit. But it's on the user to decipher, you know, between the legit NFT projects and the non-legit NFT projects. So this right here, you know, this isn't verified, so I can't say that this in particular is legit, and so on and so forth. You know, you can go through this and you can check it out. Let's just click on this one as well. This is a verified project here. You know, they give you a lot of information up here. They give you the Bushakro warrior, the number, the rank of the warrior. You can check down here to look at the attributes. So I know a lot of people, they want to know how many attributes. The more attributes, the more valuable your NFT supposedly. So you can, you know, check out the attributes. You can check out the description of the Bushakro. They have some social media links down here that you can click on and check out yourself. You can check out the chain info. You can check out the previous sales. You know, there's just a lot of things. Trade history or more from the same collection. You know, so these are all verified Bushakro NFTs that you're seeing down here. All these warriors down here. And that's the video for you guys. What do you guys think? I'm just gonna assume there's a lot of people that in MMF.Finance. Okay, so if you are, you know, what do you think so far? You know, have you taken a part of any of these Launchpads? You know, what have your experience been? Are you up thousands of percents? Are you down, got wrecked via Savannah or any of these other Launchpads? Leave all your comments in the description or the comments down below. I'll read over all comments, so nothing is lost by me. And again, you know, if any of the things we went over, you know, in this video, if you want a deeper dive into it, if you want me to do a more stringent video, you know, just being in that lane of that actual DApp or, you know, decentralized exchange or whatever it is, just leave it in the comments down below. You know, I'm very open to talking about, you know, any project on the CRONOS chain. I don't talk about all projects because, you know, there's a lot of honeypots out there. There's a lot of rug pulls. I don't want to set anybody up, you know, to be wrecked. But this whole rant is just to let you know, leave anything you think of in the comments down below. Thank you guys again, and I'll catch you in the next one.